Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back or welcome to the channel. This is Psycho here. It's been a little while since I posted a video. I'm trying to come up with some ideas, but I do have some pickups, so I'm going to do a pickups video today. If you are a follower of the channel, you know that I do this pretty regularly and find some very cool stuff, and this video is no different. Now, I don't have any like crazy price busting heavy to speak of, but there are some decent things here that I got a good deal on. So let me know what you think in the comments. And with that being said, if you like the content that you see on this channel, please consider subscribing. It helps the channel greatly. Also, leave a thumbs up if you do like the video. I already mentioned the comment, and hit the bell notification so you know when I am posting new things. So we're going to move kind of quickly because I've been trying to keep the videos a little shorter. They seem to get more watch time that way because they're not, people aren't like, oh god, this video's an hour long, unless it's something that they're really interested in. Anyway, I'll stop rambling now and we'll get on with the pickups. Wow, I'm falling out of the chair. Okay. First, I got this Xbox 360 game the other day. It's not cheap. It's not expensive, and it's not even really a good game. But I got it because I didn't have it, and I don't really see it around too often. But it is a copy of Bionic Commando for the Xbox 360. I have only heard bad things about this, but like I said, I didn't have it, so I threw it in the collection for $6. I didn't mind paying that. Up next, last weekend I went to yard sales and thrift stores. One of the few chances that I actually get to do that, and I got this game. I didn't find anything in any yard sales, but I found this game at a local, not really a thrift store or a, like a Goodwill or anything like that. It was like we'll say antique store. It was a huge store, and he did have some stuff. But I saw some N64 games, stacked up, no side labels, so I had to have him pull them all out. And I grabbed this one for $7, which I think is a pretty good deal. It is a copy of GoldenEye 007 for $7. Would you guys have picked this up for $7? Fun fact, and this, I know this is blasphemy probably to most of you guys. I have never played this game. There, it's out there. I have never played GoldenEye 007. But if you know me, you also know that I don't go super hard for the N64 because I'm more nostalgic for the NES and the SNES. Then I got these three games. It's a little story. I finally got a chance to go to the local heavy metal store. Most of you guys who know me know that I'm a big fan of metal. It's called The Gate here in Wichita, Kansas. If you get a chance to check them out, if you're a metal fan, they have a lot of cool stuff in there, and even some good horror movies and stuff like that. Um, but I got to chatting with the guy. His name is Russ, and I believe it's Russ. Pretty sure. I had mentioned that I was just out game hunting with no luck. I only found one game, and for whatever reason, he had a Nintendo with a bunch of games in the back, and told me that in fact they were for sale. So that's pretty insane. So I grabbed three of them. He charged me $20 for these. I got a copy of Pinbot. I couldn't get this to work no matter how much I cleaned. I let him know, not that it's a big deal. This game isn't expensive, but I like to let the people know if the stuff works or not. But he said that he would take care of me next time I went in there. And that's not even a thing. He doesn't have to do that because, like I said, this game is not that expensive. And I got a good deal for the other one anyway. And you'll see why in a second. The next game I got was a copy of Rambo. Don't own this. I've never owned this and never played it. I have since, and it is bad. But glad to add it to the collection as I did not have it. Also, that's not a very expensive title. And the last one I got was a gold copy of The Legend of Zelda. Um, this is going for about $30 right now on price charting, and I paid 20 for all three of these, so I'd say I came out on top. I already have the gray cart version, so I'm kind of on the fence. Should I? And the gray cart version is the Classic Series CIB. So I'm kind of on the fence. Should I hang on to this because I don't have the gold variant, or should I trade this or swap this for something else? Um, I don't know. It's in pretty good shape. It just needs a little cleaned up, as you can see on the side there. Right, where is it? Right there. It's just a little scuffed or whatever. But happy to have this in the collection too. I may just hang on to it if I'm being honest. Okay, and those were the only four pickups I had, and I got them at only two spots after about 3 or 4 hours of hunting. So Up next, I got some wheel wins. I finally got into, well, I only got into one of the wins. I'll get to that in a second. So the first one was from Greg. Um, I bought 2 spots, or actually, I think I bought 4 spots in an 8 spot wheel, and I ended up winning because I had half the wheel. No guarantees that I would win, but it was a lot of, I think, 6 games, and the person that won got to pick 2. So I picked out 2 that I remember from my childhood that I really enjoyed. The first one is the Magical Quest starring Mickey Mouse for the Super Nintendo. Don't sleep on this game. It's actually quite good. And then the other one was a copy of X-Men Mutant Apocalypse for the Super Nintendo, which is also pretty good. I mean, I don't know. I think it's good. And I like that you can play as 5 different X-Men in this game. And then the other one was a win that I had. Um, and I want to thank Adam and Carter personally because, okay, what happened was is I was at work. It was a Tuesday morning. I'm just trying to slog through the work week or whatever. And then I check my phone and I'm getting all these like, hey, congratulations, congratulations. Like, what happened? Like, why is everybody congratulating me? So I asked them, and they said that I had won this wheel, which I did see the wheel, but I didn't get into it. Um, I was a little low on funds at the moment, or at the time, so I didn't hop in on the wheel. And I think it was $1 unlimited spots. Uh, and I found out, I won. I won the wheel. I didn't even know I was in it. And I won it because Carter and I was gonna say Dave, but it was Carter and Adam each bought me 1 spot on the wheel. Well, it turns out there were 70 spots total in this wheel, and I had 2 of them that were gifted to me. And with those 2 spots, I ended up picking up the win. And there's a bunch of cool stuff here. Happy to have it. And the wheel was spun by Show Enough. I won't use real names because he told me to just say Show Enough. So if you're checking this out, man, thank you. Thank you to Adam. Thank you to Carter. Thank you to Show Enough. And I didn't thank Greg for the win on these 2, but thank you, Greg. I've won a few things from him, and he is a stand-up guy, as are all of the people in the game groups, mostly that I have encountered, are really, really cool guys. But anyway, in that one wheel, there was a lot of random coolness here, if that's a word. But the first thing was, now this is just box and manual, and it's in a box protector, but I don't think this game would be hard to find. But it is the Game Boy Color box and manual and all inserts for Men in Black, the video game, or the series, or whatever it's called. Um, yeah, I don't have any box Game Boy stuff. I don't even really do handhelds, if I'm being totally honest. So I don't know if I'll hang on to this or complete it and maybe trade it in. But yeah, I mean, it does look pretty cool. I like the how the side of the Game Boy Color thing is silver, kind of shiny. But yeah, it came with the thing that holds the cartridge, and then oh, this is a consumer information booklet. This is not the instruction manual, but it has an insert and the consumer information booklet in it. But that's cool. It's a cool piece to have. Like I said, I'm not sure if I will keep it or if I will complete it or at least get the cartridge and maybe use it as trade bait. But I don't know. I do think it looks pretty cool. I've never seen a Men in Black movie. I know there's going to be a lot of blasphemy in this video. I've never seen a Men in Black movie, but it's a cool box. I like it. Up next, there's a couple of loose handheld things here. For the, I believe, Game Boy Color, I won a copy of Godzilla Monster Wars. Looks like it might be a little rough, but as I said, guys, like, this was a wheel that people bought me in. This was all free. Again, not a big handheld guy, so I don't know if I'm going to keep or trade. Next up is the Game Boy Advance copy of The Simpsons Road Rage. I've never played this game either. More blasphemy, I know. And then the next one is a DS copy of Metroid. What is this? Metroid Prime Hunter's First Hunt for the Nintendo DS. I've never played this game. Like I said, man, I'm not really a handheld. The only handheld game I've ever beaten is Zelda Link Between Worlds, which was absolutely fantastic. So I'm literally missing out on thousands of amazing handheld games by just not being into them. I don't know why, guys. I really don't. Up next in that lot was I'm sorting. I'm sorting. Leave me alone. I'm sorting. Uh, a CIB copy of Battleship for the 3DS. I have a very small 3DS collection, so I'll probably put it in the stack over there. And then a complete in-box Nintendo DS copy of Toy Story 3. I don't, like I said, guys, I don't know what I'm going to do with the handheld stuff. I may use it as trade bait to get other stuff that I want to play or need. And up next, this is a pretty cool thing that I won in this lot, is a complete copy of Wii Sports. This is still going for probably $20. So, and this game is phenomenal. I remember mostly playing the bowling. I played all of them, but the bowling game was so good, and I always could get everyone that came over, whether they were, my age or older. Not I mean my age at the time, or older. Like I used to play the bowling game with my dad, and he kicked ass at it. He was really good at the bowling game somehow. Then there were a couple of random PS2 games. We have a complete in-box copy of Final Fantasy X-2, which I don't believe I had, so I'll throw that in the collection. A complete in-box copy of Crash Nitro Kart for the PS2. I've never played this game. I heard it was okay, though. A complete in-box copy of Guitar Hero 2. I've never played a Guitar Hero. More blasphemy. I've never played a Rock Band either. But I play guitar, so if I ever feel the urge to play guitar, I just play my guitar. I know that sounds crazy to not try, of an excuse to not try out one of the greatest games in franchise, or I mean in history, or at least most popular. I mean, for a while there, it was huge. But yeah, I just never have. And the next, this is disc and box only and greatest hits version of Crash Bandicoot: The Wrath of Cortex. And then the final item in this lot was a sealed Switch game. That's insane. And I looked it up. It's going for about $60 right now. It is a sealed deluxe edition version of Hello Neighbor 2 for the Nintendo Switch. I'm going to hang on to this for sure because I like to collect for the Switch. I don't know that I'll open it. I mean, maybe one day if I decide to play Hello Neighbor 2, I will. But I played Hello Neighbor, the first one, for a little while, and I didn't really get into it. So I probably will leave this sealed. And my youngest daughter saw this, and she wanted the plushie, or the thing for the backpack. And I told her I'm not opening this, so she was a little bit bummed about that. And then this was a deal that I got from a lady that lives in the apartments that I work for. I went into her apartment a long time ago to do some kind of maintenance work, and I noticed that she had a bunch of video game stuff, PS4, Switch. So we started talking about games or whatever, and she was like, "Oh, lately I've been playing one of my favorite consoles." And I said, "Oh, really? What's that?" I'm thinking, Xbox 360 or whatever. And she says the Dreamcast. And I was like, "Hey, I'm always in the market to buy or trade." And she says, "No, I want to hang on to that. It was a console I grew up with." Well, that was probably maybe a year and a half ago. So recently I seen her out there in front of the office, and she was ready to let the Sega Dreamcast go. So I picked up this Sega Dreamcast lot for $70. Let me know how I did. I got the Sega Dreamcast console in pretty good shape, I think. Maybe there's a little yellowing up here, but overall it's pretty nice. It came with the hookups, obviously. And then it came with one controller, and also a VMU is in there. It came with this memory card, and then a couple more, 2 more to be exact. And then this case is empty. Oh, and it's not broken, but it did just come apart for some reason on me. And this one has all the paperwork and stuff. This one is empty, but I can throw this memory card in there. I'm kind of wondering what would even um, be on these memory cards. I have not hooked the Dreamcast up yet, but she took pictures of it working and sent it to me on the phone. I was busy at work that particular morning, so she sent me photos, so I know that it does work. And the games that came with it are this Sega Dreamcast Generator Volume 1 demo disc, which has a lot of cool stuff on it. It came with copy of 102 Dalmatians, Puppies to the Rescue. It came with a copy of Toy Commander. I've never played either of those ones. It came with a copy of Tomb Raider: The Last Revelation. I think I might have this for the Dreamcast already. I'm not sure. So if I do, it'll be trade bait. And finally, it came with a copy of Sonic Adventure, which is by far the most valuable game here. It is complete, as are all of them. Another dilemma. I have Sonic Adventure already, but it is the Sega All-Stars version. So I don't know if I'll keep this for the variant or if I'll get rid of it. I don't know. I'm a nut that way as far as, like, oh, well, this is the All-Stars, so it's not technically the same game. Which it is, but it's just in different packaging. So I don't know, guys. Maybe I'll hang on to this. That's it. A lot of cool stuff. A lot of people to thank. Again, I think the lady that I got the Dreamcast name is Jamie. She'll never see this, but anyway, I can say that I thanked her. Thank you, Jamie, for the Dreamcast deal. Thank you, Greg, for the Super Nintendo games. Carter and Adam for buying me into Show Nuff's wheel, winning that one. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. And right now, a couple weeks ago, I think, oh, you know what? I didn't show it. I'll be right back. Give me 10 seconds. I almost left out a game that I picked up, which wouldn't have been in the video until the next one. But a couple weeks ago, I got this. All trade-ins. I equaled out to about $75, so it just covered getting this game. And it is a copy of The Legend of Zelda: Tears of the Kingdom. Now, you may be wondering, like, hey, why is that still sealed? Well, I never finished Breath of the Wild. And this is a direct sequel, so I decided to go back and play Breath of the Wild. So I restarted it a couple of weeks ago, and it's frustrating to say the least, but I am finally making some progress. I got through 2 of the Divine Beasts. I beat the second one this morning. But a lot of the problem that I was having was I wasn't sure what I was supposed to be doing. There's main quests and things like that, but it's all pretty vague. And when you set a waypoint, it sets the waypoint for the person that is the quest giver, not where to go to solve the quest. So that was a little frustrating. And then the towers, some of them have obstacles. I mean, there'd be huge amounts of time, 40 minutes to an hour, where I'd wander in one direction and come to a standstill and then have to warp back and then head in a different direction, and it just kept going over and over. And it was getting a little frustrating, but I am having a good time with it now. I'm not going to give up on it because I really want to play Tears of the Kingdom. Let me know in the comments. I've seen reviews and a lot of people are talking highly of this, but I want to hear from you guys. What do you think of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom? Should I finish Breath of the Wild so that I can get to this? Because if I'm being honest, I'm not going to start this game unless I complete Breath of the Wild. So if I don't beat Breath of the Wild, this game will remain sealed. Anyway, that's all I got, guys. If you enjoyed today's video, please subscribe, leave a thumbs up, hit the bell notification, and leave a comment down below so we can chat about what you think about this pickup or maybe some pickups that you guys have recently acquired. That's all I got, guys. Thank you for the support and all the appropriate people for the wheel wins and the good deals and everything. Thanks for watching and supporting. And I never mentioned this, but share the video so that maybe we can reach some more eyes and maybe I can, I don't know, whatever happens when you're popular on YouTube. Anyway, thanks, guys. Psycho out.